Hey, 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 this is your recap Aunty. Hey, y'all, this is Shar. Happy Monday, baby. We are here. Yes, we are here to talk about episode number 99. Y'all, we have been in this shit for 99 episodes, baby. And we are here. And we've been here for every day. I haven't missed not one episode. I ain't picking up in the middle, picking from right from the beginning, baby. So, yes. So, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here to talk about Beyond the Gates. We do a full recap. We cuss, we smile, we laugh, we make fun. This is what we do, and talk. Now, if you got something to say, put it in the comments, and I will read them in my front porch talk, so we can have a little kiki to get our minds off of what's going on in this world, baby, because we are here to have some fun. All right, shut up, Shar. Let's go ahead and get this this episode started, y'all. Episode 100 is tomorrow. Damn. Okay, let's go. I'm ready. All right. Okay, we open up at the hospital. We have Ashley and we have Shanice. Shanice looks at Ashley and told her she looking real cute today. Shanice, no, that girl's wearing the same blue scrubs that she always do, girl. And Ashley didn't say shit. She just rolled her eyes. Didn't even say thank you. Didn't say really, girl. Didn't say none of that shit. So Shanice was like, Lord Jesus, please give me some strength, God. Shanice was like, bitch, are we still doing this shit? Ashley again in denial. I have no idea what you're talking about. Shanice was like, first for starters, bitch, you won't even look me in the eye. Girl, ever since you saw me with Derek, you treated me like I ate the last damn cupcake and licked the frosting off of yours. Do not flatter yourself. I mean, what you do with Derek or any other man for that matter is none of my business, girl. You really trying to call her a hoe? Use a girl. She got the right Shanice, because if it was for Shanice from Chicago, that computer would have been her on her head. Shanice, brings it down. She said, "Girl, look, I understand. Breakups are hard as fuck. Okay, especially when you thought he was the one. Okay, I understand. You do not know the first thing about me or Derek. James, is this what you was talking about?" And for your information, girly, I mean, he is the last thing on my mind. Girl, Ashley, shut up. So Shanice was like, so why do you keep acting standoffish every time I enter the room then? I'm not acting anything. But since you do insist on having this conversation, I do find it interesting how quickly you pounced on him. She always told you that she was interested in Derek. Shit, I knew that. She told you that. And bitch, you was out with Andre the same night, so don't even try. Shanice was like, bitch, pounced? Mm-hmm. Okay, listen, let's go there then, honey. Come on, Shanice, read. Yes, honey. I think Derek is fine. I never made a secret of that. Remember, I said that, didn't I? That girl has always talked about how fine Derek was. She's always said, girl, when you finish with him, pass him on to me, because I'll take good care of him. She said that. God knows that man could fill out a fireman uniform, baby. Ooh. From head to motherfucking toe. And yes, maybe I do like to sample the vanilla side of the menu every now and then. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Shanice. Although I'm a chocolate lover. I like caramel chocolate. I never dabbled on the other side. Not really interested. But hey, girl, do you, boo? So Shanice continues to say, but girl, we ain't doing that shit right now. We just friends. Shanice, you don't owe her a damn excuse. You don't owe her nothing. But since I see that this situation, bitch, has got you all twisted up in a knot, for the sake of peace, I'll fall the fuck back. Girl, that's if you want me to. Ashley just looking at her like, girl, you better not tell she needs to fall back. So then what is Derek supposed to do? Keep waiting on your ass while you traipsing around town with Andre? Girl, please. Baby, we are at Orphe Jeans and we see Leslie and Eva. Do you remember all of those mother-daughter dinners that we had at the little buffet of MLK? This is what Leslie says to her daughter. Oh, Mama, you talking about that when you taught me that master class on maximizing the buffet return on investment? Is that what you're talking about, Mama? Start with the expensive stuff first, honey. Don't fill up on bread. This is her mocking her mama. And never, ever, baby, waste stomach space on lettuce, okay? Ooh, that's right, baby. Mama taught you well, didn't I? Eva was like, why the hell do I feel like I'm about to get hustled? And I said that shit last week. She gives you a good run, but then as soon as Mama shows the fuck up, Eva always turns around and just fucks it up. I'm sorry, y'all. I love Eva. Y'all know I do. but her mother is like her Achilles heel. And she's offended. Can't a mother reminisce? Eva was like, yeah, a normal mammy can, but you, honey, you always have an angle. Well, as Leslie says, now that you mention it, so, I wanted to ask you a little favor. She slides Eva the check to my, yeah. I know meeting for an early dinner was my idea, but would you mind picking up the check? Girl, see, I told y'all Leslie ass ain't working. What the fuck you doing? How you staying in that apartment, girl? You kicked your money magnet out. You kicked Eva out. So how's you making money? She don't tell me she spent all that damn money that damn Ted gave her just what, a little over a month or two ago. She spent $50,000. Ooh, she crazy. I mean, consider it a payback for all of those valuable life lessons your mama taught you, okay? Eva is looking like, Kay? Well, we are back at the guest house, baby, and Tomas is standing there with shirt off and pants on, and Cat, honey, Cat is not looking happy. There is no glow on her face at all. I can't wait to hear what happened. Tomas think like, yeah, I done bang that pussy out, baby. That cat's gonna meow for me. She looking like, not nigga, not. Talk about afternoon delight. That was definitely worth the wait, he says. Ooh, she's like, whatever. Damn, he says, you got to dress quicker than my abuelita. When the pastors show up for dinner. What's the rush, beautiful? Yeah, I'm just checking my notifications. They've been blowing up, yeah. A lot of stuff going on with the business and everything. You understand, you know. So what you're saying is you don't have time to rumble in the jungle again. Oh, baby, that was everything that I imagined and then some. Better, actually, he says. He's just talking. Is he not noticing that Cat is not chiming in on the magical moment, baby? Nigga, you thought you did it, honey. No. She says, it was definitely something. I do that sometimes. Not to my man, honey. It's everything, all the time. But when it's something that you feel uncomfortable about and you don't want to really hurt the person's feeling, I was like, it was something. Well, that's a baby, you know. I wanted your first time to be perfect, okay? So I wanted to make it special. What did you do, Tomas, to make it special? Huh? Take it slow. And he kisses her on the cheek. She's like, He says, was it okay, baby? You can be honest. And she's looking like, eesh. It was, she says, tapping him on the shoulder. Lovely. Ooh, that was a blow, baby. He's looking like, lovely. I thought you were going to say fantastic, magnificent, magical, not lovely. So we're back at the hospital. So Shanice tells Ashley, like, the ball is in your court, girlfriend. I mean, you want me to lay the fuck off Derek? Just say it. Do whatever you want. Ashley, stop fucking lying. So Shanice is like, OMG, bitch, can you please stop? You just can't sit here and tell me that you don't have no feelings like that for him. No one just turns off their emotions like that, girl. Just like a fucking light switch. I mean, what exactly do you want from me, Shanice? Oh, she's trying to patronize her. Stop it, Ashley, with your miserable ass. I mean, do you want me to tell you that I cry into my wine glass every night over him? I can't sleep because Derek's side of the bed is too cold? And that I stalk his IG photos like it's my job? So yeah, girl, yeah, all of that. So you are doing that, you obsessed heifer. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint. And Shanice was like, okay, now you just being extra bitch because you just told me what the fuck you be doing. You know what? You know what's extra bitch? You acting like you need my blessing. Ooh. When I tell you, if she has Shanice from Northeast DC, no, Southeast DC Shanice, that bitch would have been on the ground. They would have been dragging Southeast DC Shanice out the damn hospital. Because she's so disrespectful. Oh, she's so disrespectful. If you want to date Derek, go ahead. Date him. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Go ahead. Plan your perfect wedding, girl. Name your future kids. Shanice is like, bitch. You can even pick out your little China patterns. You can ride off into the sunsets on Derek's big red fire truck, sirens blazing, have his whole whole fucking department give you the water cannon salute. You know what, bitch? I will even get y'all a gift. Shanice was like, oh, bitch. For someone who's so over it, you sure did paint that picture with perfect detail. I am over him. I moved on. Bitch, no, you didn't. You moved on in your head. No, you ain't moved on at all, girl. You still stuck. What's your problem? Like, what the fuck is going? James, if this is the damn episode you was talking about, because you said you weren't gonna watch today, is this what pissed you off? Because this is really pissing me off. This whole Ashley situation. You know what? To tell you the truth, there's more important things for me to do than to worry about who Derek's taking to the firehouse barbecue these days. So Shanice was like, oh, really? Like what? Or should I say, like who, honey? Ashley was like, okay. Nosy much? Oh, she tried to sound like, okay. Don't get it twisted, Ashley. Since when did you get so involved in my personal life? Just like how you are in hers with Derek. So Shanice was like, well, since when did you become so damn secretive about it, girl? When I tell you I'm tired already and this show has been on for 10 minutes, this is exhausting. So we hear the elevator ding, and who gets off the elevator? No, it ain't the D. It's the A. Andre, baby. So Shanice was like, oh, never mind, bitch. I asked, and he answered. So we're back at Orphe Jeans, and so Eva was like, for real though, Mom, what the fuck's going on? Look, I don't mind paying for dinner and everything, but I feel like this is about more than just a fucking bill. Talk to me, Mama. Well, if you must know, waitressing gigs have become harder to come by. So Eva was like, well, what about that place you were doing your bartending? Honey, I thought you was killing it there, honey. Oh, honey, yes, I was killing it fierce, baby, until they let me go. Eva was like, why? Leslie says, well, the new management wants a younger crowd, which means a younger staff, and I don't fit their aesthetic anymore. So apparently, they want anyone that's 35 or younger mixing the drinks. Girl, yes, you're a long way from 35, baby. So am I, honey. So am I. Eva was like, no way, Mama. That is straight up ageism, honey. We should get a lawyer and sue. Leslie was like, what money? I'm living check to check, baby. I mean, that's when I get one. Eva was like, well, have you thought about getting a damn bank loan? She said, please. My credit is so low, baby, I'm going to need a prayer and a GoFundMe for it. Eva was like, Mama, why you just didn't tell me that things were this tight for you? We could have definitely figured some shit out. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was embarrassed. Look, I'm the mother. I should be taking care of you, not the other way around. She says, honey, Eva was like, honey, that is old school thinking, all right? We supposed to have each other's backs. So she takes the check. She's like, look, Mama, don't worry about this. Leslie knew. Leslie invited her so she could have a meal because she ain't have no money to even have no groceries in the house. Not even buy Tide. Tide was over there at least one time before. So Eva was like, well, so Mama, what the fuck you gonna do? There's got to be something. And you see this plan on Leslie's face just pop up. She's like, you're right, baby. There is something or someone. So that bitch took her purse and left. As soon as she was finished with Eva, she left. Like I said, Eva is always letting her fucking guard down with her mama, and she always falls for the okie doke. she was coming in, she was leaving, and Jacob was coming in, so they was crossing paths. So she turned around and looked at him and rolled her eyes and twitched her ass out. She got a body, honey. He looking at her, she looking at him. Jacob, chill the fuck out. So we didn't see this earlier, but Naomi's there, so he comes there to meet with Naomi. They kiss each other, but Eva saw the exchange between Leslie and Jacob. She was looking like, that's right. She went to the people's house on the picture. Anyway, she don't look too happy. So Jacob was like, damn, baby, was that bad? She was like, you know how there are some cases that you even know automatically that shit is going to be an uphill battle? What happened? He said. She said, well, I did go to that address that you found. Thank you for tracking that address down for me, baby. Of course, baby. What good is, police connections if you don't use them? You know what I'm saying? I met Jean's sister, Regina. Now, did we miss that episode, y'all? Why they just didn't show that? Y'all budget was low back in April. Beyond the Gates, y'all couldn't have built a set to show Naomi visiting Regina, or y'all waiting to cast Regina. It's cool. It's cool. You know, if you want me to be Regina, I'm there. Okay, I get it. Anyway, he was like, Let me guess. Let me guess. She wasn't feeling charitable. So Naomi was like, honey, that is putting it mildly. Like, look, I've dealt with hostile witnesses before. Angry clients, grieving family. Baby, but Regina, honey, that woman's walls are built higher than Fort Knox. Baby, and the second that I mentioned June's name, it was like I was throwing holy water on a vampire. That lady couldn't have slammed that door in my face fast enough. I'm sorry about that, baby. He holds her hand. I'm sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Okay, what's the menu? Okay, the menu is still up there with that pork loin. Okay, and the onion rings and slaw. Okay. $2 tea. Okay, I can dig that. I can dig it. Okay, juice is $4. What kind of juice y'all guys? It better be fresh fucking squeezed. Shit. He was like, well, maybe it's time to take the hint, baby. Take a beat, step back, regroup, and revisit it later. Naomi was like, baby, I can't do that shit. June needs help, and her sister knows something. Which is why I slid my business card right under that bitch's door. I practically begged her to contact me. Well, the way things are going, baby, please don't get your hopes up, all right? Ooh, now we back at the damn guest house. So Tomas is lovely. That is what you say about your auntie's potato salad at the cookout. What does that mean, Tomas? Here she go, tapping him on the shoulder. Being that close to you, it meant everything. So while he's fixing his shirt. So it was good for you as it was for me, right? Okay, right? Okay. She's like, Chelsea's gonna be back any minute, honey. And those deadlines are not going to meet themselves, babe. He says, facts. I should get cleaned up and showered right away. I got to meet up with Caroline to review some cases. Since your Uncle Bill's been, preoccupied lately. Child, he gives her a kiss and she's like, yikes. See, I told you. We was ready. She gonna tell us, right? Chelsea comes in here. Chelsea's like, oh, shoot, my bad. I can make myself scarce. And and the cat was like, girl, oh, no, girl, you're good. Tomas was just leaving. Well, you two seem to be back on track. That's what Chelsea says. Did my girl handle her business? Let Tomas know what's what? So Cat kind of like nodded a little bit. So Chelsea's like, good. Now, look at what I sketched while getting my oat milk latte. Oh my God, y'all. See, they be listening to us. She says, I was watching clips of Bridgerton and I got so inspired. Because you all know that I am the down of Fairmont Crest. Again, I am the down of Fairmont Crest. I know y'all are laughing. So she shows Kat a sketch of the things that she drew for some purses, and she says, oh, just look at those pearls. Ain't they cute? It's giving Queen Charlotte realness, right? That music, every time that music comes on, doom, doom, doom. So Kat is looking like, so Chelsea turns and she sees a condom pushed underneath the pillow, or empty wrapper condom, I guess. Yeah, hopefully it's empty. So she sees it and she turns around and looks at her cousin. She's like, wait, hold all the way the fuck up. Did you? Girl, I officially lost my V card. What? Cousin, finally, yeah. So we are back at the hospital and Andre sees the ladies. He is like, ladies, afternoon. So Shanice was like, Andre Richardson, looking expensive as always. He says he's just trying to keep up with the fashionable ladies of this town. And we all know that I keep calling that's her real name. Ashley ain't fashionable. So Shanice is like, well, I better go ahead on and make my rounds. I've already been accused of stealing one man today. Looking at Ashley. Wouldn't want Ashley to think I'm making my way through her little black book, do I? Ooh, that was a read. He said he was like a black book. Yes, black. Well, what brings the great Andre Richardson down from Mount Olympus to mingle with us mere mortals? Can a man just want to brighten up his afternoon with a beautiful view? Okay. So she felt the same way. She's like, He's like, okay, seriously. An old friend of mine had an appointment with Uncle Ted today. So I just came by to say hi to my bro. Oh, so sorry, it's a female. So he's like, although she did text me as soon as I hit the elevator that she wasn't there. So Ashley, well, that's too bad. You made this whole trip for nothing. He was like, well, I wouldn't say all of that. And she's like, a friend, hmm? He's like, mm-hmm. And she must be some gorgeous supermodel that you shot in Milan or someplace equally exotic. See, she's already, see, I told y'all, she's jealous. She's a hater. So Andre was like, why do I feel like there's more to this question? Just making conversation, she says. That's what nurses do. We're chatty. He was like, well, are they generally jealous too? That's what I just said. I said she's a hater. She's like, you wish? He was like, maybe I do. Oh my God, we're at Ted's hotel room, y'all. We know that Leslie left Orphe Jeans because she needs some money. So now the only way that she normally knows how to get money, big money, is to blackmail Ted, because Ted is going to give her the money. Nigga, if I press play, maybe this is it, James. If I press fucking play on this damn show today and that nigga give her money, I'm going to be fucking mad. I am. I'm sorry for the language, y'all, but I get so sick and tired of Ted Richardson falling to Leslie's stupid ass plots and plans. I get so sick of it. So he's talking to some client about shaving something down and pumping something up. I don't know. You know, he's a plastic surgeon. So he hears a so he sighs and I'm sighing too. So he thinks it's Uber Eats or DoorDash or whoever. He says food, so it's about time. So he gets up to the door. Now he's looking good, like I said, mid-May. Bro had them little lines in his forehead, but he's looking good. He's looking really fit. You can tell he's trying to buff himself up, but his character is it's not that like the old Ted. Don't let her through the threshold, Ted. Hello, Teddy. Did you miss me? Bitch, you was just over here yesterday. Shit. If this is a bad time, I can come back. For you, Heifer, it's always a bad time. I deserve that. I'm sure that I'm the last person you want to see, especially right now. After that ugly incident with Nicole. And yet your ass is here again. Yeah, believe me, I hate this just as much as you. He was like, yeah, somehow I doubt that shit. Well, I didn't plan to spend my afternoon like this either. But life has a way of humbling you. And she sways her ass right in his fucking hotel room. I get sick of him. Oh, I get so tired of him letting her in that door. Why do you do that? Put your arm out and say, no, you cannot come in here. Call security. Get a restraining order against her ass. You can build your relationship with damn evil without having her mammy in the middle. Just when you think that you're on top, next thing you know, you're counting quarters for coffee at the 7-Eleven like a college student. Oh, honey, but you would never know anything about that. You never had to worry about keeping the lights on, did you? And while she's talking, he's looking at his fucking watch. What the fuck you want, Dana? We both damn know this ain't no damn social visit. She says, I lost my job, okay? Age discrimination, if you can't believe it. Like, experience means nothing these days. He's looking like, and this is my fucking problem. How? Okay, I need a loan. Okay, look, and I'll pay you back, I promise. Girl, how you gonna pay him back? Girl, I give you my word. And Nicole doesn't have to know anything about it. You know, she at the right moment she gonna put it in his face. Don't trust it, Ted. Please don't trust it, because she will tell Nicole that you've given her money. She's gonna tell her nothing at all. She says. He was like, "Your fucking word." He was like, the same word that your ass gave me when you swore that you would stay away from my family. Also, then when she promised that she was taking her ass out of town. He's like, or when you swore that you so-called changed, bitch. You've been you giving your word since the day I met your ass. Ted, please. The answer is no, bitch. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. So we back at the guest house. So Chelsea was like, girl, when I told you to fight for your man, boo, I was like, post a thirst trap on IG. Okay, look, what is a thirst trap, y'all? Young people, tell Auntie what is a thirst trap on IG. What is that? Or maybe throw some shade Eva's way. Girl, not go full on hot summer, girl. Okay, well, Cat was like, girl, it wasn't like that, bitch, and you know it, girl. Oh, please, cuz, please let me have this moment. I just can't believe it. Oh, and what happened to Little Miss? I'm saving myself for the right moment. So Kat was like, girl, you said when it was the right time, I would know, and I did. Tomas and I just had this vibe, girl, and energy. We just knew, and everything clicked into place. I hope so, Chelsea says. I mean, seriously, cuz, that's kind of beautiful. Kat was like, right. I mean, yeah, like those romance novels that your mom claims that she don't read. So it was perfect, huh? Like, I mean, full fireworks and shooting stars. First of all, honey, it was on the couch. So who wants to fuck on the couch on their first time? Why y'all couldn't have made it to her bedroom? Y'all fucked on the couch. You finally got your Disney princess moment, y'all. Quick pause. I saw this funny play called Disenchanted. Y'all, that was on my weekend. Child, that play is so funny. What they do is diss all of the Disney princesses that you can think of. They talk about how Pocahontas was only 13, but why did they draw her like she was a grown ass woman? They talked about boobies, titas. They had a whole tita song. Oh my God, it's a musical. Oh my God, what else did they talk about? Cinderella just being so clueless and don't know shit from Shinola. It was such a really freaking great play. If you've ever seen Disenchanted in your local theater or a traveling or touring company, if it's ever in your town, go see that shit, please. It's so no, you gotta be mature, okay? Don't go up in there with no church brain because you gonna be shocked. It ain't no. Is it cursing? Yes, a whole fu song in there. Fingers up, everything. It's a whole fu song, and I'm not talking about CeeLo Green, although I love that fucking song. But anyway, I needed to tell y'all that it was so funny. Okay, back to the show. Ooh, Kat says, actually, no, girl, I hated every fucking second of it. Dang. So we're back at Orphe Jean. So Jacob was looking at Eva, and he was like, Eva is looking really focused over there. So Naomi looked around. She said, oh, she probably doing some clinic stuff. So Naomi says, she's working for Ted now. And, Jacob with that look, baby, that hard frown and then that forehead. And Naomi was like, oh, nigga, I know that look. She was like, seriously, nigga, you can't even turn off your detective brain for one damn dinner? Not even for your wifey? I mean, I'm cute and sitting here chewing my grilled cheese sandwich and salad. You eating your burger and fries. You can't turn it off for just one moment, Nick? He's, it's that big old, he has a beautiful smile. Says the woman who's hunting June's sister down. Determined to get answers. Come hell or high water. She's like, okay, just break it down for me, Detective Hawthorne. He was like, I'm just saying, after what Leslie pulled, I mean, setting her daughter up to for some heinous fucking crime, and now they're thick as thieves. Naomi spoke a word. She said, one thing about having toxic family members, baby, the worse they treat your ass, the harder it is to break free of them. And that's what I said. She said, it's like some invisible chain that's wrapped around your heart, pulling you back each and every time. And that's why I said, like, Eva will never ever be able to get past doing evil shit because her mom does evil shit. And whenever her mom needs her, Eva's like a little puppy, honey. She'll come right back with her mama. And I just hate that for her, but she'll never get past it. So Jacob was telling her, it sounds like she's speaking from experience. She's like, look, whenever I feel like I'm done with my father, I'm like done. Then she talks about this time when she was a little girl, how big and safe she felt in his hands, all wrapped around her. So he made her feel like she could do any damn thing. And so he was like, sometimes, those good memories cut deeper than the bad ones. So she said, makes you wonder if this time will be different, if they've actually changed. And so he's like, when family's involved, logic goes right out the window. Okay, I want you to remember this conversation, nigga. When Elon, you find out the truth about your pappy, let's see if you still gonna figure out if you gonna feel that same damn way. He was like June and her sister maybe. So this woman walks in. So we finally meet June's sister. Okay, Regina, we got a new character, y'all. We got a new character. Her name is Regina. I know she was like, I want to tell y'all so bad. I thought I knew her, but no, I know somebody who looks like her. My friend has locks. So I was like, bitch, you ain't tell me. Of course, she ain't not supposed to tell you shit. She's like, oh, you wanted to know? You know to know? Let's get this shit over with. Regina got a little attitude. Because, I mean, she came in looking for Naomi, and I guess Jacob heard her asking the waiter, is there Naomi here? How did she know to come to Orphe Jeans? I thought that Naomi left her damn business card. Her business ain't no damn Orphe Jeans, baby. I'm confused. I'm not going to do this. We have Ashley and Andre doing open flirting about she looked like she thinking about something. She wondering why a world famous photographer is posted up in her little corner of the hospital, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna go through all this. I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't. I mean, the most stuff that I got out of Ashley was when her and Derek, when she was afraid. There was one week that I was feeling her. Now we back down in the valley. I'm not gonna go down. It's already hot as hell here. I'm cool. I'm not doing it. This nigga had a nerve to call her a nurse baddie. Ain't nothing baddie about Ashley. Nothing. Nothing. Talking about he want to take her out again. Child, please. She keep asking him, why the fuck you keep looking at me, a nurse in scrubs, when you be dating supermodels? He talking about he wants something real. When I tell you Andre's full of shit, he talking about, although I do say that those after parties are lit. Yeah, I'm sure they are. When I said I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to at least listen to them, at least hit some points. But I ain't going through the word for word banter like I normally do, because it's not even really that interesting. They talk about some soul food joint over there in Shaw neighborhood called Doro Soul Food. Doro, you better go ahead and pay for your name to be mentioned, honey. Watch people gonna be going over there. I mean, that's collard greens and cornbread, honey. Got me through nursing school, girl. You have not eaten. So, when last time you had some cornbread or collard greens? Child, he asked her where, if she could go anywhere in the world, where will it be? I want to know where your beautiful mind can take you. Why are you trying to ship me off, honey? And be your PA on your next photo shoot. No, you just never know what I might do. So we already know what he's going to do. He's going to probably create this old scene for her, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we are back at the hotel room with Ted and Leslie. He was like, bitch, $50,000, babe. 50,000, child. If any rich people out there that want to bless Shar with 50,000, I'm telling you, email me. There's some rich people who listen. Email me, all right? Anyway, $50,000. He said, that's what I gave your ass. And you got the damn audacity to come back here asking for fucking more. That's what a criminal does. That's what Kenneth did. Nigga, you already know the rules to that game. It barely covers what I'm owed after all these years of raising Eva on my own. Girl. So he was like, oh, really? Okay, so what happened to that fucking money, huh? Oh, no. Let me guess. You're wearing it. Because remember, the last time he gave her that money, that's when she went on that spending spree and bought her that fucking beautiful dress. That thing was beautiful. That she used to wear. She bought Eva that dress for their anniversary party. That was the last time we really saw her doing all that damn spending. Oh, honey. Keeping around with the Joneses is expensive, honey, especially around all these bougie black folk. He told her that some of those outfits her ass been wearing lately cost more than some people's rent. Okay. I was finna say that. I said, man, that means you've been looking at her ass. And she says, are you telling me that you've been checking me out? And after all this time, I thought that you had eyes for little Nikki. He was like, actually, I've been just waiting for this moment for you and your fucking expensive taste to bust hell wide open. Because that's where you need to go. You can wear all them clothes and shit that you got straight to hell. This isn't you, Teddy. It's not the man I knew, and it's not the man that Eva is getting to know. That man is a humanitarian. Someone who believes in helping people when they're down. He's like, I told your bitch ass to stay away from my fucking family. Then you go and file a police report against Nicole, making this whole affair even worse. I had no choice. That heifer laid hands on me. Then let me take a closer look at these so-called injuries that your ass been hiding underneath all these damn scars. I do not have to show you anything. The police report speaks for itself. So he says, so does this. And so he walks the door and swings his arm out the door like, get the fuck out. I single-handedly raised our daughter, protected you from child support payments for years, and this is how you repay my kindness? He says, your ass robbed me of my daughter, years of firsts that I will never get the fuck back. I would have been there for Eva if I had known that she was even around, even here, even existed. You sent me away. But this is a chance to get to know her because of me. Are you fucking serious? Very. My God, Ted. Under all that anger, I know there is a decent man. Someone who's decent and who is going to provide for his own when you see that your own is suffering. You ain't his own. So, Eva is doing just fine, baby. How are you, Ted's? Ted has put Eva up in a fucking damn apartment, well, hotel room. She has a job. Who are you to Ted? Nothing. Like he said, like I just said, he said, one of my own. She's talking about, yes. He said, save that damn performance for someone who actually believes that shit. I ain't giving you a damn thing. Now get the fuck out. I won't forget this. And so she got right damn barely at the doorway. He slammed that door on her. She jumped like she's scared. Girl, you better go to your daughter. Why she moving that fucking hotel room with Eva? They gonna be roommates. Girl, we are back at the damn guest house. And so Chelsea's like, so you hated sex with Tomas? Hot bod, bedroom eyes, Tomas? So she was like, girl, I know how that sounds. There must be something wrong with me. Stop, girl. Now, the first time is weird for everyone. She ain't lying, honey. There's like a million reasons why it might not have been great. But first things first, right? He didn't hurt you, did he? Girl, y'all going there? Child. She was like, God, no, girl. He was perfect. Tomas was perfect. All gentle touches and are you okay? And trying to make me feel comfortable, blah, blah, blah. I need to take a picture of her rolling her eyes. Y'all know I be taking these old weird ass pictures. Her eyes is rolled. I guess she wanted him to choke the shit out of her and pound her, huh? Yeah, I mean, yeah, girl, but you need to do that after a few times, girl. You can't come out the box like that. You got to work your way up to that. But it'll come, and it's so... Oh. Well, that's positive. We love a considerate king. So what is the actual problem, Chelsea says. So Kat says, well, that's the thing. Everything is technically fine. My body did exactly what it was supposed to do, girl, but I just feel like I was watching it happen to someone else. Ooh. Okay, wait, okay. Let me try to understand. Okay, what specifically felt off? She said, that's the thing. Nothing felt off. Nothing felt like much of anything. My body was going through the motions, honey, but the whole time I was thinking, is this what everybody's obsessed about? Because my ass ain't getting it. Damn. I can't even imagine. Yeah, it sounds like to me, there's different, I'm old school, but I'm learning. I've heard that there are so many different levels of the actual communities that are out there. You have bi, you have hetero, you have, homo, you have pan, you have so many different people. So maybe Kat is under one of those categories, and it's going to take something else that can get her off or get her rocks, the way she needs it to be. Maybe the chase of crime is what gets her off, and it's not really a fine man. Who knows what it could be? It's going to take her a little while. She's still young. It's going to take her a little while to figure that out. That's a little lesson for you young ones out there. Don't be doing nothing yet unless you know that person is clean and that you know what you're getting into. Half of us is grown, so we already know what the tea is. But Chelsea was like, damn, I can't even imagine. Yeah, girl, I can't either. I mean, in the beginning, yeah, because I remember my first time. Do y'all remember y'all first time? I know some of y'all be listening. I'm thankful that y'all listen to the whole audio. Did y'all remember y'all first time? My first time, I was a good girl. Just a little pause. My first time was with my pastor, ex-husband. Was our wedding night, and I felt the same like Kat. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, so this was it. I guess sometimes you can overthink. I overthought a lot of stuff when I was young, like driving. I couldn't understand how your feet knew where to go, how far apart the gas pedal was from the brake. It was a lot. I did a lot of overthinking when I was younger. I don't do that now, but I did a lot of overthinking. So, and I lived in my imagination and love and, all of this fantasy stuff, about it's going to be peaches and creams and flowers and sunshine, And I was like, oh, okay. So if y'all bold enough, tell me, give me one word. That's what it is. Give me one word to describe your first time. And don't be vulgar, because again, YouTube be blocking y'all asses if y'all get too vulgar. But give me a funny one word that describes your first time. If you're comfortable with it, if you're not, that's fine. It ain't no skin off my teeth because y'all gonna talk no matter what. But yeah, let me know. All right, back to the show. So Kat was like, "Thank you, Chelsea girl. I'm very well aware of your healthy ass fucking sex life, Chelsea. Thank you, cuz. But maybe you just need more practice or someone with more experience." Again, yes, it might be more experience she needs because, again, that was the second bra that Tomas had taken off. So he clearly doesn't have a lot of experience when it comes to the love making. She's like, no, no, no. Tomas knows what the fuck he's doing. It wasn't his technique that was the problem. And it's not you, okay, cuz, okay? You're just trying to figure that shit out. She's like, what if it's nothing to figure out, Chelsea? What if I'm broken, girl? Girl, what do you mean broken? What does that mean? Okay, so we're back at Orphe Jeans, baby. So Ava runs accidentally into Tomas, and he was like, "Hey, yo, slow down, mamita. What's the emergency?" She's like, "Look, I can't right now with you, honey. My mother. Oh, is everything okay with Leslie Thomas, honey? No, never. Ain't never nothing okay with that bitch." So he was like, "I feel you about what happened." She was like, "Rain check, please." Okay, so they finna do it again. I wonder will Eva feel different. Poor Tomas. Poor Tomas. So we see Regina sitting down with Naomi and Jacob. And so Naomi was like, well, I'm really curious how the fuck you knew I would be here. So she's like, I called your office. Your assistant said that you'd be working from here today. That's exactly how she sounds, like Tiffany from Divorce Sisters. So and Naomi was like, well, girl, I'm glad you came because we've been trying to help your sister. And so Regina was like, why? So Jacob was like, because it's the right thing to do. But although I really am getting that there's more to this story than just another homeless case. Naomi was like, well, girl, you know she been living her ass on the streets, right? So Regina was like, girl, that don't surprise me. I ain't spoke to her ass in years. And I certainly don't plan to start talking to her ass now. Oh, she's quite a character, Naomi says. Funny, resilient, and stubborn as a mule. And Regina was like, girl, I know that's right. Does June have any other family members that we need to know about? So Regina was like, girl, no. I mean, if you're trying to pawn her off on me, no. So, oh, Naomi is about to show her the picture. How did you get this? Where, those children? That's June. Let me see that. That's what Naomi was like. Do you know them? Jacob wants to know. So she's looking like, she looking at the picture of those kids put a smile over her face. So, y'all, maybe it's Tyrell and Sammy. So we get back from commercial, and then Andre and Ashley talk about where she want to go, blah blah. Paris. James picked that up. So yeah, he's gonna probably create some type of scene to make sure she goes to Paris. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Next. So we finished with them. He says, let's put a pin in it. Let's go. Anyway, we are at Leslie's apartment we haven't seen in a long, long, long time. Yeah, well, Nicole was just there when she swiped her neck. But anyway, Eva runs over there to the apartment. Mama, what's the emergency? Oh, baby, I'm just fine. She's sitting there, honey, drinking some type of mixed afternoon drink. I'm like, girl, you had enough money to make you a damn lemon martini, whatever that is, margarita. Had a stimulating conversation with your father. I thought that if I could just suffer through one of his self-righteous lectures, he probably loosened his purse string. But no, not Aunty. No. For real, mama. You had my ass rushing over here thinking that something was wrong all because dad curved you on giving your ass some money. Why are you so protective of him? Did you forget that he left us high and dry? No, he didn't. Girl, why you still stuck on that story from 2 months ago? We all know the truth. Girl, he didn't leave nobody, mama. He didn't know that I even existed. And your ass still ain't tell me why this was so urgent. Why you told me that I need to rush my ass over here. Do you even understand how much money that man has? He could actually buy his own island. Now, this is wrong to bring this up. Whoever wrote this line in the script, you probably didn't know what was going to be happening end of July. But men buying islands is the wrong thing to equate in this climate. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But no. He doesn't want to spare a dime for the woman who raised his child. I think she's gonna try to get that motherfucker for some child support. Oh my God. But it's all good, baby girl. I've had an epiphany. Eva was like, I'm almost afraid to fucking ask with that glass in your damn hand. But what kind? This bitch tells Eva, you are going to ask him for a loan. What? Come again, mama? Sweetie, think about it. Ted would never say no to his precious long lost daughter. This nigga is paying her money from his salary and he knows that just right after you asked him for money, you come and ask him right after, he ain't gonna give Eva no loan. He might, especially after all the time he missed, girl. Eva was like, but I don't need no fucking money. Everybody needs money, honey, and you ain't never lied, baby. When my channel started doing this little monetizing, baby, honey, I was like, okay. I mean, it ain't a lot. I probably will do a video about my first YouTube check. I'll show it. I don't care. I won't get it until next month because I just met the threshold to be paid next month. But I'm going to show y'all. I'm definitely going to show what my first YouTube check is. Took me about a couple of years to monetize this channel, the last 6 months with consistency. So yeah, but yeah, everybody needs money, honey. And yeah, if you want to give a super chat, you can do that too. She said, especially Ted's kind of damn money. But really, it ain't for you anyway. It's for your broke ass mama. So we're back at Orphe Jeans. It's dark real quick. It got dark real quick. So Jacob was like, do you mind telling us about the picture? So Regina was like, honey, I could do you one better because since then, damn it, she pulled out some tissue. She was crying after she saw the damn picture. So she has the clear picture. She knows those babies. She knows them. Uh-oh. Ron and Cecile. She says, Ron would be picking out colleges soon. Uh-oh. Why does June carry the picture, baby? As we all guessed, Regina confirmed that those two children were June's children. So, she decided that motherhood wasn't good for her, so she thought that they would have a better life without her. So she, than the life that she could give them. So Jacob was like, what happened to him? She's like, what happens, when a lot of children, when they mammy walk away from them, the system got them. The system got them, y'all. Oh, y'all. And that was that. That's what Regina said. So Eva, we back at Leslie's apartment. So Eva was like, wait a minute, let me get this shit straight. So you want me to finesse Ted out of some money so I can hand it right over to your ass? Oh, work with me, sweetie. You're so much smarter than this. You are my daughter. Eva was like, stop. You always do this shit. What? Remind you of your obligation? It's her daughter's sacred duty to look out for her mammy. The same mama who was at Orphe Jean's, baby, just saying the exact fucking opposite. You just told me that it is the mama supposed to take care of the children. That's what you just said. She's like, what damn is next, honey? Telling me you're going to sleep under a bridge if I don't help your ass out? This bitch says, oh, no, baby, God, no, nothing that basic. Leslie is a fool. I said that shit. I said it. She says, no, I would just, come to your lovely hotel suite and stay there with you. I said that shit. I said she's going to try to roommate with Eva, and Eva with her stupid ass is going to let her mammy move right in there with her. And won't that be cozy? Eva, you better remember how she kicked your ass out. She kicked you out 60 days ago. Told you to leave. Come on, sweetie. Work your magic. She pulls out her hand so that Eva can shake it. And Eva puts her hand in her mother's hand. Mama need to keep these lights on. So she's giving her a choice. Either you need to get a loan from your pappy so I can keep these lights on, or I can come stay with your ass. So there's a special delivery. Hey, extra. I love it when the extra comes in and has a walk-on speaking role. That gives me hope. He's a delivery ups guy. I think he doesn't have the brown on, but he has a little tan. So he has a gift box, and so he's like, this is for Miss Morgan. And so Shanice was like, that's that thing, Miss Thing right there, honey. He seemed like he was so happy to do that role. Like, all right, Andre. I bet he looks like his name is really Andre. So she gets the box because it's a present, and she's trying to figure out what the fuck it is. So Shanice comes over there like, okay, girl, you gonna open that shit? We all know that Shanice is so super nosy. Not with you hovering like that, Ash says that to her, and Shanice is like, oh, so are you scared I might snatch that too, bitch? Since apparently that's what I do. So it is a beret. James was right. It was right, baby. It is a beret. Oh, bonne nuit, Shetty. Okay. My place, as soon as you can get there, like Shanice is reading the card, and she's letting her read it because she wants her to see. I'm cool. Au revoir, Andre. Well. Looks like somebody traded up from firefighter to world traveler, girl. Talk about someone pouncing. So she was like, Ashley was like, you don't know the first thing about Andre and me. And honey, Shanice was like, girl, I know enough. Just don't get too jealous when your new fancy man starts hanging out with his fancy supermodel friends. Because you know, Shanice knows the truth. She knows all the tea, all of it. And she will be jealous. So she puts on the damn beret and see you tomorrow, Shanice. And so Shanice was like, can't wait. So we're back at Orphe Jean. So Regina tells us that Jacob asked what happened to the kids. And so she's like, June abandoned them. And she said she couldn't handle the shit no more. So Naomi was like, nobody reached out to you as next of kin. And so she was like, look, a neighbor called CPS. And by the time I found out, they were already gone. So she couldn't find them, you know, because she wanted to adopt them. But by the time she found out, everything had, paperwork was done, everything. So they were adopted, and the system just would not tell her who did it. So she says, "You think I don't take those babies if in a heartbeat? I love those babies like they were my own, and I still do." So we're on the other side of Orphe Jeans with Caroline, the Asian assistant at Bill's office, and Tomas. So she was like, there's something different about you today, because they're at the other side of Orphe Jeans. I think a lot of those pictures are like old soap stars, because that lady who's behind Tomas's head, she looks very familiar. Like she played on one of the old soap operas. He's like, what do you mean? She's like, I don't know, I'm not sure. A certain glow, is it? Must be something in the air. Shit, Tomas is smitten, baby. He hooked. So we back at the guest house, and so Chelsea was like, damn, cuz, you weren't feeling him at all? She says, I am, girl. But see, that's the thing. When we're making out, it's like pure electricity. Chemistry is off the fucking charts. But, girl, when we actually did the thing, I mean, I felt the initial pain or whatever, but then after that, nothing. So the preview was a hit, but the main feature was a flop. Damn, Chelsea. Damn. You know why? Because his energy wasn't for her. It was for Eva. I'm sure if Eva gets with him, she's gonna love every minute of it. She's going to enjoy it. His energy was not for Cat. All of that was for Eva. That's why she couldn't really connect. Oh my God. Cat said that shit was like watching paint dry. Damn. She's like, girl, I was just waiting for that shit to be over. Maybe I need to go see my gynecologist. Something might actually be wrong. Look, girl, the only thing that's wrong was like expecting your first time to be some magical fantasy. I said that earlier. For real, cuz, girl, you said Tomas is sweet and respectful, right? Not like these old F-boys in my damn DMs. Total gentleman, cuz. Then give yourself and Tomas some grace. Making love. I gotta be careful what I say. Your first time, the oochie coochie la la la, yeah, all of that. It is different for everybody. Maybe tell him what the fuck you're feeling, and if he's about it, like you say, he'll want to figure that shit out together. I mean, girl, you don't think I'll scare his ass away? I mean, girl, if you do, then that means he's just not the one. But I think your Puerto Rican prince will surprise you. And plus, you know what the Grands say. What? Practice makes perfect. Okay. I think me and Tomas can work on that. So we're at the hotel room with Ted, and he's here. He's like, I swear this fucking Dana. So he opens the door, and it's damn Eva. Eva, don't do that shit. This episode has made me so frustrated today, I swear. He is so happy to see his daughter. Oh, okay. Hey, baby girl. No, this is a welcome surprise. Do you have a minute? He's like, yeah. I was just working on some reconstructive procedures, but I can take a break. Come on in. He loves her. He loves his baby girl. He loves Eva. God, Eva. Damn. What's wrong, God? Is Cat giving you more drama? She's like, hell no. I can handle Cat. This is about my mammy. He was like, of course. All these decades, Dana is still finding new ways to complicate my damn life. She told me that she came to see you and asked you about some money. I don't mind. I don't blame you for covering her. I mean, even by Leslie's standards and logic, thinking you'd helping her after everything was a stretch. He was like, I'm glad you understand. She's like, I do. Which I was thinking, why don't you loan it to me instead? He says, I can't fucking believe you really asked me this. And she's like, listen, I know how it looks. Do you? Because it looks like that your mother is using my daughter to manipulate me again. She's not using me. See, look, this is my choice. I'll pay you back every cent, I promise. He's like, girl, it ain't about the money. It's about the fucking hold that this woman has over you, and he ain't never lied. Okay, maybe you're right, okay? But she's still my mammy. If I don't look out for her, who will? Which, remember, she threw your ass out over 60 days ago. She didn't look out for you, so why do you feel like you need to look out for her? He was like, look, I know that she's your mammy, but look, Dana is not your cross to bear. Look, I know mama plays games. I know she manipulates, but this time she really does need help, and then she gonna act like a bitch and be at the concert. She gonna use that money to go to the concert. He was like, are you sure about that? She's like, look, I'm not sure about anything when it comes to my mammy. All I know is that I need to try for me. He was like, well, even if it means you are enabling her, even if it means being her daughter. Ugh. So will you do this for me? Please. You know I'd do anything for you, Eva. So the next scene, we hear the French music playing, and Ashley arrives at his place. I like the little lip pop on Ashley. That's why I didn't recognize her before. Ah, bien à Paris, ma chérie. So she comes over to his house. This is our first. Has Daddy been over there like that? We only seen the bedroom. I don't even know if Daddy been over there. So you did all of this for Ash? Okay. She better give him something tonight. And I ain't talking about no thank you. So he said dreams are his specialty. You know, he does that with the camera. So he was like, look, you say you wanted to do it. So here we are. We're in Paris in my apartment. This is the most incredible thing anyone has ever done for me. Even though your ex-boyfriend really just asked you to marry him and paid thousands of money for that ring, girl. What Andre spent was nothing. So you think that this is the most important thing, the incredible thing? Okay, all right. Why don't you sit here and let your personal tour guide show you you've been missing? No, I need to have a flight. Andre is rich enough that he could have said, let's buy a flight to go. So you're trash, nigga, you're trash. So we're back at Orphagy. So we see Caroline and Tomas hug each other, and she leaves. So we're hearing Regina talking about she tried to do everything to get the kids. She called every adoption agency she could think of, even had her church pray on it. So she says that, you know, she tried to look closed adoptions equals closed doors. So Jacob was like, so you haven't stopped looking for him? She's like, how could I? You know, I miss them babies. Ron used to call me Aunty Gigi. And Cecile, she would climb into my lap every Sunday after church, fall asleep while I read to her. Naomi was like, well, so this ain't just about family obligation. You really love those children. And so Regina said, yes, girl, and I always will. I will never forgive June's ass, like throwing my babies away like they were nothing. And June's brings her ass right there to the table. So she didn't even see Regina. She looked at them and she looked over at the table. She's like, Regina? So you finally saw your sissy. Oh my God. And Jacob and Naomi was like, what the fuck? All right, that was Monday's episode 99. So we're going to be at 100 tomorrow. Y'all, can y'all believe it? 100. So hopefully y'all answered my question. I might put it at the beginning of this video, you know, as a teaser so y'all could be listening. But anyway, it's good. It was all right, you know. But I knew that she was going to tell, I knew that Kat was going to tell Chelsea what she really felt. Because, you know, when you tell Chelsea, you're telling us, you know. So yeah, bless Tomas. Bless Tomas. Tomas thought he was a true Latin lover, baby, and Kat was like, whatever. I ain't in no rush to do that shit again. She gonna meet somebody else who's gonna knock her socks off. And if they keep doing, I think that she's never gonna be able to get out of that. I just don't think that she will. I don't think so. I don't think so. But anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed today's what is this video? When I tell you I'm tired, but we got to keep pushing, baby. We love what we do, and we do what we love. All right, take it easy. Bye.